Hey everybody, and welcome back. I hope you all had a great weekend. It's been a pretty intense week in the world, but at least we have some awesome Warhammer 40k stuff to look forward to. I'm talking brand new limited editions of books, I'm talking new models that are unannounced being revealed, and of course, the Space Wolf models that everyone has been looking forward to. There's a lot to get into, so I'm HoodGuard, and this is your Monday Warhammer wrap-up. Let's get into it.
The Emperor's light is my torch! Death to the enemy! We shall be the end of you! Feel the might of the righteous! For the Emperor!
We're going to start off today's wrap-up with an old book that's getting a new edition. The Lords of Silence by Chris Raid is the newest book to get the limited edition rework. The latest one that we just saw come out before this was Belisarius' Call: The Great Work. But this one is special in the fact that it is both illustrated and annotated. There are notes throughout the book from the author himself talking about his thought process and the story, as well as really cool illustrations of the Death Guard characters. And if you're unfamiliar with the story, it follows the Lords of Silence Death Guard warband as they find their way after the birth of the Great Rift. A really cool story and a really cool addition, and it'll be coming out later sometime this year. Switching over to the opposite end of the spectrum, let's talk about Grey Knights. Earlier today, it was announced that the Grey Knights are getting their 10th edition Combat Patrol. And as far as combat patrols go, it is okay. I will say it definitely comes with a wide variety of Grey Knights. You get a 10-man strike squad, 5 Brotherhood Terminators, a Venerable Dreadnought, and Castellan Crow leading it all. The reason I'm saying it's even though this is one of the few combat patrols that's still giving you a Dreadnought, is the fact that it really highlights the fact that the Grey Knights really need a refresh. Castellan Crow has been Primarisified, so he really stands out, especially when you put him next to a Terminator. And as much as I find the regular Grey Knights endearing to look at, I still think they look very silly for the scale that they're in. And I'm also not sure how comparable a Venerable Dreadnought is to some of the more recent ones like a Redemptor or Brutalis. Somebody let me know in the comments below. Now this Combat Patrol will be coming out alongside the new Codex and the new Dread Knight kit. Sticking to the new model lane, the Black Templars are getting a new mini that was not previously announced. Every chapter seems to have their own variant of a chaplain, and now the Black Templars are getting their very own with the new Execrators. These new units take the hate that is in every chaplain's heart and multiplies it with the fervor of the Black Templars. And I have to say I really do love this sculpt. I love the variation that you can have with his loadout. There's an option for dual wielding a power sword and a Crozius. There's an option to hold a skull in chains, which I think is really cool. Though the extremely bald looking skull helm is a little weird. I don't know, maybe it's just personal opinion, but I think the chaplains look better with like a skull faceplate rather than a full skull helm. And just like the Grey Knights Combat Patrol, this model will be coming out alongside the Black Templars Codex and the new Crusade Ancient. Alright, to end us out here, we're going to jump into a pretty packed Saturday pre-order. What's going up for pre-order this coming Saturday? And this is another Saturday that's going to be all about the Wolves of Fenris. Their big box has already come out, but this is going to be all the disparate pieces with the Codex. You'll be able to pre-order the Codex, and it'll also have a collector's edition that you can get. It's the same thing they've done with every other Codex, nothing special here. You'll also be able to order the 5 hero models that are coming with the Space Wolves line. And these are Logan Grimnar the Great Wolf, Njal Stormcaller, Arjak Rockfist, the new Rune Priest model, and the new Wolfguard Battle Leader. And honestly, these are some of the best looking Space Marine models of this edition, so be sure to check them out. You'll also be able to pick up any of the 4 squad units coming out. And these are the Wolfguard Terminators, the new Wolfguard Headtakers, the Bloodclaws, and the Grey Hunters. And I almost forgot, but the datasheet cards and dice for the Space Wolves are coming out as well. Moving on from the Fenrisians, the newly designed Space Marine drop pods are going up for pre-order. These have been redesigned to be easier to build and come with fixed doors that stay open. And something I didn't know when this was announced, but the kit itself will come with 2 of these drop pods. Now, one of the things I didn't understand when I got into the mini painting hobby was how much people love terrain. People fawn over really good terrain, and so Games Workshop has listened to you all and is releasing the Shrine statue from the Blood and Zeal Kill Team box on a made-to-order basis. This will go up for pre-order this Saturday and will have a 10-day pre-order window. But do keep in mind that these are made to order and may take up to almost half a year for them to arrive. Alright, let's hop into some Black Library stuff. The last book in the Dawn of Fire series, The Silent King, is finally coming out. This is the end of a 9-book series and will detail the closing of the first phase of the Indomitus Crusade. And just like every Dawn of Fire release, there will be a limited faux leather edition as well as a regular paperback. This has been a long time coming and is one of the first series I started reading alongside the Horus Heresy. And if you haven't caught up like myself, then you have about 3 weeks at this point to do so. There are 2 omnibuses, or omnibi, coming out for pre-order this Saturday. The first one is Paragon of Faith and Other Stories. It's an Adeptus Sororitas omnibus. It's going to have 2 brand new novellas in it, Paragon of Faith by Amanda Bridgman and Saint's Judgment by Ness Brown. And one of my favorite authors, Dr. Jude Reed, is also making an appearance with a short story called Infernal Motives. Definitely check it out if you've been getting into Sisters of Battle lore. Now, the other omnibus is a reprint of the Ravener series. This is Dan Abnett's second Inquisitor series after the Eisenhorn books, and it is incredible. This omnibus will contain the 3 main novels, Ravener, Ravener Returned, and Ravener Rogue, alongside 3 interconnected short stories, Playing Patience, Thorn Wishes Talon, and Perihelion. I personally think Dan Abnett really comes into his own in this second Inquisitor series rather than Eisenhorn, even though Eisenhorn is fantastic. But Ravener just hits differently, so I really hope you all enjoy this. And if you missed out on the hardbacks of some of the books that have come out in the past year or so, there are 3 paperbacks coming for some of those books. You've got the paperbacks for Above and Beyond by Denny Flowers, Oaths of Damnation by Robbie McNiven, and Demon Hammer by Darius Hinks. I haven't read Above and Beyond, and Demon Hammer is okay, but Oaths of Damnation is fantastic, and you should definitely pick that one up. But that is going to about do it for today, my friends. Thank you guys always for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one.